Looks like we're live. Hey guys, this is Jared Jarvis. I am here today with Renee Broma and Leanne Mason. Guys, we are so excited and there's so much going on and I don't even know where to start. So let me just say this. I love that I get to do these Wellness Wednesdays with these two women and the information that we've got for you guys today is important. And so this is really cool that we have this for you guys. And it continues to be our commitment to you guys that we will bring you guys these Wellness Wednesdays so that we're sharing these tricks, tips, information, knowledge, all kinds of things, not just about oils, but about an overall wellness lifestyle that we want to bring directly to you guys every single week.
That's awesome. So I want to point out, because I didn't go to leadership, but I want to point out the one thing I've noticed differently with you and Renee and you've only been back like less than a week, right? Is both of you are sharing what you're committed to. So I'm guessing commitment was one of your takeaways, right? So
Absolutely.
I love that because I have totally been committed to bringing you Wellness Wednesdays and making sure that we have classes upcoming. So speaking of classes upcoming, I am going to drop the link to our classes in the chat, or not the chat, the comments.
So we had the privilege and the honor to have Hal Elrod speak to us. If you don't know who he is, please go look him up, get his book, The Miracle Morning. I have his app. I'm doing his savers, which is silence, affirmations, visualization, exercise, reading, and scribing every day. And he says silence, which is actually meditation, but you know, he had to use the thesaurus to make it work. Same thing, scribing, actually journaling. But when you're talking about commitment, affirmations don't work. And I tell people this all the time, because when you're like, I am so rich, and your brain goes, no, you're not. You only got $5 in your pocket and you've got $20 in the bank. And like, really? But if you say, why am I so rich? Well, your brain goes, well, you got $5 in your pocket and you got $20 in the bank. You've got all these friends. Like, your brain is always looking for answers to questions. But Hal takes it the next step. He says, if you're going to do affirmations, what you want to do is you want to affirm what you are committed to. And you affirm it in a way that there is no other choice. Like, I am committed to this. There is no other choice. You affirm why. You want to do the why is this important to you? Because when you are like, I'm going to do this, there's no other choice because this is my reason. My why is my family. Before I had different whys, and it was, you know, I run a nonprofit and I always thought, but I really got down to it. Like, if my family is taken care of and we have extra, then we can take care of others. So my family is my why. And then you have to affirm which specific actions you will take and when. And Renata, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking on her last name. She gave us this 2x2, like, clear way to do it. And this other woman, Tatiana, gave us like a roadmap. And I was like, and these are the steps I'm going to take. I'm going to do my 2x2. I'm going to have my roadmap, and there is no other choice. So that's my commitment. And well, those are the steps to the commitment. Actually, I can share my commitment, but what about you, Jared?
You know what? I had some amazing takeaways, and I actually had them on my phone because, you know, that's where I take my notes and all kinds of different things. So while I had a chance here in the car right before we started jumping here on the Zoom, I went ahead and grabbed my little piece of paper and wrote them down so that I would be able to reference them because, you know, obviously I'm here on my phone, I'm in my car, and I wanted to be able to give you guys some of these takeaways that I came away from this leadership with. And one of the first for me was having a clear direction while others are in distraction. That phrase for me just kind of caught my attention. That, you know, with so much going on in the world, it's easy to get caught up in distraction. And having that clear direction on a daily basis is an important thing for me. Recognizing activity, not just result. You know, when people are stepping up, and maybe for some of you that may be watching this, you're thinking, okay, well, I've got an oil in my thing that I've never used before. I mean, never even cracked a seal. You know, I want to celebrate somebody today that's opening a bottle for the very first time, that's going to experience what these oils do. And we want to be able to recognize these steps that people are taking. Maybe you're thinking, you know, I've never told anybody about oil ever, but I have this amazing story and this amazing experience, and I'm just dying to tell somebody about this experience of what they've done for me. Guess what? We want to hear some of these, and we are going to celebrate taking that activity and just opening your mouth and sharing some of those results. And like I said, even if it's just opening that bottle for the first time, we want to know what kinds of things you guys are doing to take activity. And this isn't just about oils. This can be about activity and taking action in your life that's moving in a positive direction. And then, you know, two other things, creating new breakthrough stories. You know, for me, I love when I get to hear some of these stories that people are having, and I really want to make sure that we are acknowledging and recognizing some of these things. Sometimes in the busyness of life, and we talked about distraction, I talked about distraction just a minute ago, but in the busyness of life, sometimes we miss the stories that are going on. And so I really want to be able to hear some of these new breakthrough experiences and stories people are having about, you know, oils are great, but, you know, whatever it is that you're having success in life, having some of those things creates momentum, creates action, creates this movement. And it's really fun to be able to see. And while we're talking about movement, we're talking about action and doing things and taking the lids off the bottles. We're going to also make sure we're focusing on removing that lid, not only for the bottle, but for success. And you know, that was the other, you know, kind of thing that stuck in my head coming out of this is, how can we remove that lid for the success? And I don't know about you, Renee, but I'm also super excited about some of the new oils that are coming. Oh my gosh.
Oh, wait, this is new for me because I didn't hear any of that. Because I was going to ask you guys, what was your biggest product takeaway? And I saw what Renee posted on our page, the information about the Advantage Recharge and PB Assist. So I'm going to challenge each of you. If you haven't seen that post, go to the AromaVibe posts and check out that post.
Okay, there's that. I did make a reel and we probably should post it here. We have a new it's Yarrow Palm, but it's like these little eye mask thingies that you put on and it tightens your skin and it's phenomenal. They have,
and that's for Mother's Day. That's specifically coming up for Mother's Day.
So I'm guessing limited time offer.
Is that
for now?
I was gonna say, wait. They're gonna get us hooked on that, and then like
for now.
So for Mother's Day, every mother needs this on their list because
get it while it lasts.
Was exhausted because, you know, we stay up way too late, wake up early. Like we're just together and there's so much science and fun. And I used it and it was great. It was great. There are a couple new blends. There's a Father's Day blend, and then there's a summer, what's the name of the summer one? It's a summer blend.
It's a summertime blend. And I talked with one of the gals that was there, and our perfumer specifically wanted there to be a hint of watermelon. Now, there's not actually watermelon, but in the way that it's combined and blended and the ingredients in there, it is delicious. I just want to tell you, I am so excited because this is going to be one of my favorite diffuser blends that we have. And I can tell you, I love summertime. There's a reason I live in Arizona in the heat. It's 73 degrees already right here. I know some places are a whole lot colder, but I love that. And summertime is one of my favorite times. And so having that summertime blend, I'm super excited about it. And that's going to be big. But Renee, we haven't mentioned the reformulation of Mito 2 Max.
I was waiting till you
awesome.
So they've added Mito 2 Max in with the Meta Power system. They've reformulated it. They changed it up a little to make it more effective for cellular energy.
So that's one thing I love is that doTERRA doesn't do one and done. Like, okay, we've done the science, we've done the research. They go back and reformulate and when new science comes out, they do new things, right? I also love that they now have a perfumer. And for many of you who don't know what that is, there's an entire industry of perfumers, and their whole job is to create scents. And most of the time, they are creating those scents with synthetics or with lesser quality oils. So you are getting some undesirable side effects for some people. Some people are allergic to the chemicals and the synthetics, but they can do the natural products. My favorite perfume is the Beautiful Blend. And you can't always get the Beautiful Blend. It comes in and out as limited time offers, and I max out every time because that's my perfume. But they also have it in the Beautiful Body Mist. So if I ever run out, then I'm hydrating my skin and while putting on my perfume. So I love that.
So there are new things coming, which are absolutely awesome. There's some new flavors coming for the greens. And just some different scents we were able to like vote on. Do you like this one or this one, right? So we don't know what the names of those are going to be. That's coming. But I want to talk about something you can get right now. And who has problems sleeping? They may have problems sleeping. My husband on average sleeps 4 hours a night. Like it's really bad. Like
Am I
it's not,
getting what we talked about yesterday in our awesome class?
yeah, I'm going to share some of
Okay,
what
I'm going to get the link.
Also, our next class coming up is just to come and ask all your questions. If you haven't cracked those bottles open, like come to that class. But let me tell you about Shinrin-yoku. Shinrin-yoku, they did a study, and that information will be coming out, but they had significant results. So who has the time to go walk for 4 hours in nature, 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours at night? Most
I
people don't.
wish.
But in Japan, they
Life
highly
goals.
encourage it. It's called forest bathing. But most of us don't have that time. And so what doTERRA did was they tested people who, if you diffuse it for 8 hours at night, like what that does for your brain. And it helps to reverse brain aging, which is amazing, right? So they have that. That's really cool. It does all sorts of other things with your circulatory system, with your immune support, with your emotional support, like really, really cool things. And then there's the Serenity Sleep System, which is the Serenity soft gels, which you take. It's not a sleeping pill. It helps to put you in a restful state. There's the Serenity Blend, which is the oils. You can put it in the diffuser, or you can like rub it on your pillow, rub it on your feet. And then there is the Serenity Stick, which yes, definitely rub it on your feet. It has valerian in it. Really good stuff. They have all the science, but I want to tell you personal experience. So I got home late Sunday night, or no, I got home midday Sunday. But Sunday night at 9:30, I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself and my husband the soft gel. And then I rubbed the stick and I rubbed his feet and I put Shinrin-yoku in the diffuser. Now I got to tell you, this is a huge on my part. I love the smell of it in the bottle, but if you don't like patchouli, the last note that is left, so the next day your room just smells like patchouli, right? I want my husband to have some sleep. So I'm like, I'm gonna try this. And I gotta tell you, it's actually it hasn't bugged me, which is really weird because I've been really, really sensitive to patchouli for a long time. So he slept for 8 hours. That is unheard of. Now, next night, did it again, 9:30, because I set an alarm on my phone, 9:30, give him a soft gel, rub his feet with the Serenity Stick, put the Shinrin-yoku in the diffuser. He slept for another 8 hours. He got up and he goes, oh my gosh, my kidney hurt because I didn't wake up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, right? He's getting sleep. This is unheard of. So y'all, we were in Nashville, I can say that. The Serenity Sleep System and the Shinrin-yoku, give it a try.
I dropped the links in the comments.
So that's been our personal experience. Again, tonight, I'm gonna 9:30 at night. Here's your Serenity soft gel. Here And he's
Now,
like,
I did the Shinrin Roku last night. I still had to get up to use the restroom. That's okay. But I was able to fall back asleep really easily. So
That's huge.
we love these takeaways. And one other thing I want to talk about what we're committed to this year is we are committed to serving you. Each one of you is important to us. Whether you've ever actually reached back out to us or you're just watching our videos and getting the knowledge that way, we want to support you. And we are committed to holistic wellness. Last night, our class was about nutrition and we talked about eating healthy. And yes, we are doTERRA people and we're wellness advocates. We're here to educate. We are not doctors. We can't diagnose or treat, but we can educate. So we're committed to a holistic approach, giving you holistic options, and we will include our doTERRA products. But we want to support you however is best for you, whether that is one-on-one, whether that is in our classes, or whether you're just hanging out and getting the information here on our page.
absolutely. So come to our class. The other thing I'm doing right now is something called Silver Club. It's March through the end of May. And if you are interested in hosting an in-home class, I would be super excited to do that. If we don't live close, that's okay. You gather all the people in your room with your box of oils, and I will Zoom in to do that. Your friends who choose in will get extra goodies from doTERRA and myself. So think about that, because getting back in person, I'm so excited. I have 3 in-person classes set up for this month so far, and I can't wait because I just love that in person. Being in Nashville in person, oh, being able to smell the oils and experience them and then experience the energy of each other. It was awesome. So I look forward to spending more time with you guys in person or on Zoom because this is fun.
So we'll see you next week on Wednesday Wellness, and our class is next Thursday. So make sure you register.
Bye-bye.